In this video, I'm going to show you how to access practice tests for the new CCNA exam. That's CCNA 200-301. So what you do is go over to cisconetsolutions.com and select courses. That'll take you down to this practice test section and select CCNA 200-301 practice tests. And that'll take you over to some practice tests. These are the premier on Udemy. And there's 6 practice tests altogether. There's practice tests 1 through 4, and they're standard practice tests. And they've got 80 questions and 100 minutes to complete it. There's practice test 5, and that has only 35 questions. It's a little bit more advanced, so you'll have a higher level of difficulty. But it'll give you some more information and some more practice, so you're prepared for the new CCNA exam. There's a practice test 6. That's configuration practice test. That's a little bit more unique. It's got it's lab based, so you have some questions based on operational commands and configuration commands. So it's easy to use this Udemy interface. Just select full screen, and here to start, it'll show you the number of questions for the test and number of minutes you have to complete it and the pass score. So just go through, read the instructions, and then you can begin test. So there it is, the time scores at the top right there. It is a timed exam, and starts with question 1, and they're all multiple choice or multiple selection. So you go through and select what you believe to be the correct answer. This is a wireless question. There's also a back button as well. And I would discourage you from using that, since the real exam doesn't permit you to go back and change your answers. And here, this is a cabling question. So I'll just go through and select, it's just single option. And another wireless question. So just go through and select what you believe is the right answer. And this is on OSPF. So you got a lot of different kinds of questions. And SDP priority, so this is a switching question. And another wireless question. And as mentioned, the percentages assigned to each test is distributed based on the real exam. So you get the correct percentages to make sure you have the right number of questions per topic. And also, the questions are shuffled each time you do a new exam. So what happens is, every time you start a new test, or to redo a new test, you'll get the questions in a different random order, so you don't start memorizing answers. And the options themselves are also shuffled as well, just to make it a little bit more interesting. So here, this is a multiple selection. So this is for a static routing question. And this is an automation question on HTTP verbs. So there are automation questions on the new exam. And something on switching. I'll just do up to question 10. And wildcard math, so this is an IP addressing question. So that's as far as I'll go with that. And I'll go over to and show you the exam review. And this is quite important. So what will happen is when you finish the exam, you'll get a report. It'll tell you whether you're passed or not based on the required passing score of 82%. And that is what the CCNA exam is, 82%. And you'll get the number correct you got out of the number of total questions and the amount of time it took you to finish it. There's also review questions. And that's important as well, because there are answers, and a lot of detailed answers for each question. So you want to go through and learn from them. That's quite important, to learn why you got an answer wrong, and where you got a question wrong, and go through it. And so next time you take the exam, you'll have more information, and hopefully will score better. There's also 6 domains here, and these are the 6 CCNA domains. So you've got IP connectivity, IP services, network access, network fundamentals, security fundamentals, and automation. And the number of questions is based on, like I said, the distribution based on percentages on the real exam. And you can go through and see the number you got wrong. So if you have IP services, for example, if you got a lot wrong in that section, that's something you're going to want to go through and do a little more study, go through the answers, read them carefully for the questions you got wrong, then retake the exam. And that should, of course, your score should improve based on as you're learning and you're retaking the test. And so that's basically it. Just go back to the main. So this is where it is. This is where you can access it. And there's lots of information at this website, CCNATSolutions.com. It's got a whiteboard. There's some other study tools there. It's got a lab guide. It's got lots of courses, articles, and a lot of other helpful information to pass the exam.